Hey guys, what's up? It's Pat here from Mountain Snowbiker. Mountain Sledder. But we are riding snow bikes today. We've gone on some of these Timbersled 2021 kits. We've got the RIOT Velocity, the RIOT S, the ARO 3, and the ARO S. And we're riding them all today, having a great time out here. And we're gonna just kind of tell you a little bit about our impressions of them, what makes them different, and sort of what sort of user base they're designed for. So hopefully that'll help people out that are looking to get into the sport or people that already know what they're doing.
All right, guys, welcome to Mountain Snowbike Magazine. Yeah, right. Pat here for Mountain Sledder. Just cruising around on a beautiful day here. I am currently on the Timbersled RO 3 2021 model, which is a 129-inch track with a 3-inch lug. So that's your big boy lug, and yeah, we're just out here having a little bit of fun, trying it out. We've got a couple other bikes out here today too. Some stuff that's new for 2021 from Timbersled.
My name is Cody Telford. I'm a development engineer for Timbersled, and I'm here today to tell you about two new models. We have the Velocity trim package that's now available in the RIOT and the ARO 3 platforms. The ARO 3 is more of a steep and deep kit. It allows you to get in the backcountry and get in the steepest, gnarliest terrain and hold the line and be able to climb and get in that really deep snow.
So, also new from Timbersled this year is an S kit. So they've got an RO S and a Riot S. Anyways, with the Riot S, what they've done is they've made a kit that's designed for smaller people, smaller statures, people that are less confident, people that are new to snow biking, kind of make it easier to get into the sport, which is great. So the deal with it is it's got a 3-inch lower oh man, this, like, you could just go right through here. You're not doing this on your sled. Well, or maybe not on your snow bike either. The deal with the S is it's got a 3-inch lower seat height. So for example, right now I am on my tippy toes, and I'm a pretty tall dude, and I'm in danger of tipping over because I'm a rookie at this. But the S seat is 3 inches lower, so you can get your feet down on the snow easier and lower center of gravity on the bike, and it just gives you a lot more confidence for somebody that's kind of new, doesn't ride dirt bikes a lot like myself. So it's got a different spindle. Spindle's 2.5 inches lower, and the suspension is lower as well. So you do lose a little bit of travel in the suspension, but for people that are kind of starting to get into the sport and not hucking off cliffs or whatever, that's not so much a big deal. But on the trail and in the trees, the low center of gravity, really confidence inspiring. So here we go. That's what I need right now in here. There we go. Oh man, I suck at this. It's fun though. It's super fun, and it's pretty easy, like in this pal. I don't own a dirt bike, and you know, look at me go here. Woo-hoo! Anybody really could do this with a little bit of practice. If you've ever ridden a motorcycle and you can shift through the gears, that's going to help for sure. Even a bike or a mountain bike or something like that, being able to do something like that really can help. But it's pretty intuitive. The trail can be a little bit tricky just because, you know, it's harder packed, or if it's icy or whatever. It could be a little squirrely, but This open path stuff, man, it's super fun. Like, this is so not technical, but I'm having a really good time. Okay guys, so now I'm on the RIOT S, which is kind of the short version of the RO. So this one's got a 129 inch by 2.5 inch paddle on the track. And holy man, already I can tell it's just like, yeehaw. It's like super confidence inspiring. So what they've done to this one, as I mentioned earlier, seat height's lowered by 3 inches, spindle in the front's lowered by 2.5. And basically what they've done is like recalibrate the suspension, kind of going with the idea that it's going to be smaller, lighter, less aggressive riders. I mean, that's what it's targeted at. So there's still room to like adjust that if you're a bigger guy. You know, maybe a shorter guy, a big guy that wants to ride this thing. There's room for adjustment there, but depending on your shocks package. But something else that's really cool about this package is that the attack angle of the track has been made more gradual. So basically it can spin up faster, and what that basically allows is you can ride this more easily with like a 250 bike. So there's lots of guys out there with 250s that aren't into snow biking, but they have the opportunity to get into it. And this is kind of like Timbersled saying, like, this is for you, man. You can get on this and ride it easy, and like, look at this, man. I seriously ride a snow bike about once a year, and I'm just cruising around. Like, it's easy peasy. You can really look at these motors, man. They're torquey. It's 450s. Love it. Man, this thing is like really fun and confidence inspiring. Low center of gravity, low to the ground. I don't feel like I'm gonna tip off. If I stop, you know, it's like foot goes down so easy. I'm not reaching down into the snow and falling in like I might on the other ones if I got off balance as a beginning rider. So yeah, I like this one, man. This is the ROS. We have still yet to ride the Riot and the Riot S. So the Riot's like supposed to have more like that dirt bike feel, easier to wheelie, easier to loft the front ski. And the Riot S is kind of just that, again, that smaller package of that. So go take those for a rip here, but I'm gonna keep going because I'm having fun here. Here comes Sean on that RO3. And that's the one for the hills and the deep snow. That 3-inch lug right there. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, this thing's so easy. Like, I could probably lay into a corner like I know what I'm doing or something.
The Riot, on the other hand, is kind of a different riding type. It's more rowdy, it's wheelies, it jumps well, it's really quick cornering, and you can really just have a lot of fun in different terrain. Now, it still can't handle the backcountry. It's going to take a little bit more effort to get in the same spots that an ARO can get at, but the Riot is definitely a lot more fun and playful in areas that may not have that steep and deep mountain terrain.
Okay, you guys, back in action here. So I'm now on the Timbersled 2021 Riot. So this is that design that kind of gives you more of that dirt bike feel, like you know, you can loft the ski a little bit more, lighter steering. Where am I going here now? Oh, I'm getting into the tight stuff. The old Titan talk here. Oh, the old Stalin talk. So the way that the Riot is different is that in the back here, we've got this single suspension arm down there. And also, the way that this is mounted, this front shock, the geometry is such that most of the weight is taken on the front shock here. So that's what can give you that lighter feeling in the front. And also, if you want, you can lean back and hit the throttle and get that wheelie feeling. So with the geometry that I have here and the way it's set up, it makes the ski pressure about 50 pounds lighter. So that's pretty cool. So it's more of a wheelie machine, a little bit more nimble maybe than the ARO 3, which is going to be the sled that if you're going in the real steep and deep type of stuff, you might want to try. But yeah, that's kind of that's the Riot. And new for 2021 is they have this Velocity shock. So they've taken these Walker Evans really awesome Velocity shocks with compression damping and all kinds, like a really wide range of adjustment, as opposed to like the other shocks that only have like the 3 different positions. So lets you fine tune that in a bit more. And we got the Timbersled trio up on this one up here. So I'm gonna try and keep going here and get through these trees with my rookie snow biking ability. Oh boy. So this is why we're Mountain Sledder, not Mountain Snow Biker. So everybody that's good at snow biking, please bash me in the comments below. And hopefully I make it out of here and this video gets made eventually. So this is where the S is beneficial. You're a total noob like I am. Because when you're down in a little hole, the seat's up around my armpit right now. Okay, I'm out of trouble now. Got a little tight in there.
Hey, I'm Phil from Timbersled. This is the 2021 Velocity Riot. We've put in some new things to make it more playful, but also more controlled. So you can nail those difficult lines, and you can also have a bunch of fun where you don't have the difficult terrain and creek drainages and stuff. There's just a ton more area that becomes fun with this type of kit. So it's gonna be more catering to the individual that wants to push the Riot to its full potential. It's have more bottom out resistance in the skid, so you can do big drops, big jumps with more confidence. And it also caters to the person that doesn't have that terrain, and they can just ride it in the flat or lower level stuff where they don't get a bunch of snow, because the Riot technology is so much more dirt bike like.
Now, new for 2021 on the Velocity trim, we have Walker Evans Velocity shocks, which is a shock technology that allows for position sensitive damping. You'll have a really plush ride in the chatter bumps and in the smaller stuff. Allows you to go over quick down the trail with a lot of plushness, really smooth. But when you come upon that big G out or those big hits, the big drops, it's going to have the bottoming resistance that you want to have in those scenarios. And that's the beauty of the position sensitive dampening. We have kind of a ride zone and then we have a bottom out zone, and that allows kind of a best of all worlds. Now, in addition to that shock technology, it also has a high and low speed compression dampening. So depending on what type of riding you're doing, you can dial it in exactly how you like it. So those low speed G out bumps, if you're starting to bottom, you just click it up a couple clicks. If you're a little too harsh on the trail and you want a little bit more plushness, you can take the high speed clicks and take them out. So give it a little bit softer ride. And then if the conditions change, if you're in the backcountry or if you're motoing down some trails, you can adjust that and actually have the perfect setup for whatever scenario you're in. And in addition to the shock packages on the Velocity models, we've taken some parts and technology that we developed in the race kit, the 120R, and move those over into the Velocity model. So you got a lightweight drive shaft, a lightweight jack shaft, lightweight sprockets, and lightweight high faxes directly from the arm case. So a lot of lightweight parts in there. You're taking about 3 pounds off the kit, and for a kit that's in the 120 range, that's quite a big percentage of weight to get rid of, so you can get a better performing kit.
Okay, back at her again. This time on the Riot S. So smaller version of the Riot. This should be the ultimate little nimble, little beginner confidence inspiring, smaller person. I'm already loving it, man. Look at me, I'm ripping around. I kind of had a feeling from riding the other bikes that I was really gonna like this one. Just being, you know, limited experience. And you know what, like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm pretty tall for a human being. And, you know, weight's up there too. So to get on this bike and like, this just be the most fun for my ability level. Like, you can rip little donuts. Look what I'm doing. I feel like a pro right now. I say, and then almost stall her out. So with the Riot S, the geometry is the same. It's a shorter shock. So that's how you get that lowered seat height. And the spindle, of course, it's the same S spindle as in the ROS. But it makes a huge difference. Like, not just to be able to stop and like, boom, easily put a foot down for me. Just the center of gravity, I think, being so much lower, I feel so much more in control. Again, for the ability level of somebody who clearly doesn't ride a snow bike very often. But anyways, I'm having a hell of a good time, and we did on all the bikes today, man. These things are really a hoot, and really capable machines in the hands of somebody that actually knows what they're doing. We're hoping to get some shots of these guys here from Timbersled ripping around, show what these things are actually capable of. But anyways, I hope you got a good feel for what the new models are and kind of why they were designed the way that they were, and you know, which one might be the right one for you if you're thinking about getting into snow biking. You know, if you're already into it, you know what you're doing. I just sounded like an idiot the whole time, and you know that. So this is kind of more for people that are thinking about snow biking or just kind of getting into it a little bit and really finding how much fun you can have on these things with very little experience. And there's always fresh snow when you're on a Timbersled because you just go in these trees. There's no sleds going in there. They're not getting tracked up. Oh, you're gonna find fresh snow no matter what. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Yep, we got more snowmobile content coming too, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time. Woohoo!